Hello YouTube, this is Little Taco Vato, and I decided to show you one of my order customs that I just never got around to making a video about. But I'll do it now. I actually forgot a bit of stuff on how I made this custom, but yeah, I'll figure it out as I go. So first what I did is I used the Marvel Universe Punisher body. Yeah, is this guy. That was for the main torso area, everything but the legs. And then I used, for the forearms, I'm pretty sure I used the Wolverine, at least forearm for the, the forearms. Yeah. And then, what did I use after? Okay, that head is from this Batman. Again, I can't remember the brand name. Shit. Oh yeah, that's the head I used. I actually had a different head. This is a head that me and my buddy kind of painted together. So if I can get this open real quick. Boop. This one turned out alright. I got it off of eBay. But I just decided to switch it because I like Batman looking a little bit older. I like the smile lines or the frown lines, if you will. You can tell he looks a bit older with that head sculpt. So then, what else did I do? That wire cape I got off of eBay. The legs, to be honest with you, I don't remember where I got those legs. I do not remember. If someone can figure that out for me in the comments, it's also Marvel Universe, that would be great. Okay, what else should I do? That belt. That belt came from the Microman Batman. Yeah, that belt came from this figure. Fit on that pretty well. Okay, I went over the legs. I went over the forearms. I went over the body, mostly. The head. Oh, yeah. That bat symbol is 3D printed. So, yeah. I should have shaved it down more, but 3D printing is actually pretty hard to shave down unless you got, like, a Dremel tool. I got a Dremel tool now, but I made this custom a couple years ago. So, Oh, and actually, if you look at the paint, you can see that it's not fantastic. But it was my first time making Batman. I'm gonna make another one with a different body mold. With the body mold, as y'all remember, I called the Superman body mold. I'm gonna probably use that to make him a bit bigger. At first I wanted a Batman like a bit smaller than Superman because he is a bit smaller than Superman. But they're close enough in size where it don't really bother me. So, yeah, that was that. I went over the cape. I got off of eBay. The head I went over, 3D printed, that. The belt, legs. Oh, yeah, one more part that I didn't go over. Okay, so these little, the bad things in the forearms. I got that from the Injustice series, the little micro figures, 3.75 inches. I got it off of that Batman. I ruined that Batman. I cut him apart so I can shove those things into there, and I made a slit on the back of the forearm so I can slot them in there and glue them in there really well so they wouldn't fall off. And yeah, that's pretty much how I made this custom. And then, paint. It's the satin gray paint. I went with this paint instead of this paint, even though this paint dries really quick. It's just like this black paint that I did use for this one, because this one dries in like 10-15 minutes. I didn't use this paint because this paint actually appears a lot darker. Like, actually, if you grab this Batman and put him in some shadow, it almost looks like he's all black. Like, it's a lot darker than you would, and Batman's supposed to be dark in the shadows. So I went with the darker Rust-Oleum paint instead of this more efficient, faster paint. It took like a day to dry, but that's how it works. I wanted a certain color. So yeah, that's how he was made, except the legs, because I can't remember for the life of me. It's been like a year or two since I've made this custom, so yeah, I just didn't post it. So I think I just figured out where these legs, or the Batman legs, came from. So if you ever seen the Superior Iron Man 2 pack with I think his name is Claw, he has these legs on him. And then the Punisher legs from the Down Under, because Punisher legs have that little rotation. So yeah, I think that's where the legs are from. Alright, here's the size comparisons. Here's him next to Daredevil. He's slightly taller because of the thighs on the bottom. And then here's him next to Gladiator. He's slightly shorter because that body is overall bigger. Okay. Here's him next to the Marvel Universe Thanos. You can see he's not as big as those guys. And then here's him next to the Hiya Toys Jason Todd. You can see he's bigger than Jason Todd. Okay, here he is next to the Microman Superman. It's the same brand or same thing as where I got that belt from, the Batman. Hiya Toys Harley Quinn. And Batman Arkham series Solomon Grundy. Yeah, I think the size comparisons are pretty good. Maybe the Superman's a little short, but he looks slightly taller. And he's super buffed up. I just don't like the head sculpt on that thing, but I can probably figure it out. Alright, here he is next to some of my favorites. He's in the middle, he's supposed to be 6'2". And here's Deathstroke, who's actually supposed to be 6'4". In the Arkham games, Batman looks bigger, but, I'm here for more accuracy. I like Deathstroke being a little bigger, so, cool. And plus, I'm going to make a different Batman anyways that's slightly bigger, so they'll be almost the same height. And depending on who you ask, Jason Todd is either 6 foot to 6'4". And I like this custom better than I like the Hiya Toys, so, yeah, he's in the other video. I made a video about him, if you're wondering. But yeah, he's a big boy. Hiya Toys Jason again, If you like the bigger Jason custom that I made, you can watch my video on how to make it. Or if you like the Hiya Toys one, yeah, just stick with that one since he's shorter. And here's good old Grayson. A little too short, but I do have a custom Grayson. I just haven't made a video about him. He wasn't really made by me. He was made by another YouTuber. So, yeah, that's really why I haven't reviewed him. But, I'll probably do a review anyways. Alright, anyway, guys, that is the end of my review, pretty much. Again, I'm probably going to do a review on my Nightwing custom, even though I didn't make a lot of it. I probably only did the legs on that figure. But, yeah, I really like this look. Jason looking like an absolute tank. Batman, just being Batman. And Deathstroke, he's all armored up, so that's cool. But yeah, that's pretty much the end of my video. I hope you like, hope you subscribe, and have a good day.